Hey everybody, it's Mary Lynn. I have yet another haul for you guys again today, which it's been my third one in the last week and a half. I've been buying a lot of makeup lately. When the holidays roll around, every place just seems to have sales, and I'm such a sucker for sales because you're doing your Christmas shopping or whatnot, and if I go anywhere that has a makeup section, I just automatically kind of gravitate towards there regardless if I plan to go there or not. And so I have a few things from Rimmel and a few things from e.l.f. today. First things are these eyeliner pencils from Rimmel. And I got the green, the purple, and the brown because those are the colors I find I usually wear more. I have so many blacks that I try not to buy them anymore because I'm trying to use up some of the stuff that I have. So I bought these. They're the automatic pencils here that you just wind up and down. I like these. I usually like these more than actual pencils, because I find they're a little easier to glide on. Anyways, this here is the brown, which is right there. It's a really nice, it's a nice brown. You could put on it lightly and it'd be a nice light, where you could build it up easily build it up to be a really dark brown, so that's nice. And then I have the green color here, which reminds me a lot. I have this Stila eye pencil, and theirs might be called Jade. This is Emerald. Maybe it's Emerald too. Anyways, it reminds me a lot of that. It's pretty much the same. It's got a little hint of a sparkle in it there, you'll see. It's really pretty. And then I got this purple, which I don't know why, for some reason I kind of picked it up and it was purple. I think it was the only purple that was there that was left. I usually go for darker purples than this. It's a pretty light purple. It's still really pretty though. I find I could easily make it work with different purples that I wear for eyeshadows, or just to put it on the bottom even with the neutralize and pop of color. I do that the odd time when I'm too lazy to really do a full eye. Anyways, that's all I got from Rimmel. The rest is all e.l.f. Recently e.l.f. had, I hate when you're signed up. I hate when I buy from places online and they send you emails. e.l.f. is the worst. I get at least 3 emails from e.l.f. a day. Usually it's just the same thing over and over again, but telling you about their latest sale or whatever that they're having. And so a couple weeks ago they had the one where if you spent $20 or $25, you got their 83-piece set this year for $3.50, I think, and it's regular like $35. And for days and days I kept debating in my head. I'm like, Mary Lynn, you do not need that. You're never going to use it. I have their 32 eyeshadow palette thing anyway, so really a lot of the colors are similar in this, which I knew they were going to be, but I couldn't resist it. I had to buy it. So I'll start off with that. These here are the eyeshadows that you get. So they'll focus here. There's really a good range of colors in it, I must say. However, the only downfall is that they're really, really powdery. Really powdery. I can't even stress that enough. You barely even touch them with your brush, and they just go everywhere. Well, really, they kind of stay in here, but then they get in the other ones, and you have to blow on it constantly to get the excess powder off. But I've used a few of the colors, and they're not too bad, actually. They're pretty. They're fairly well pigmented. And I mean, for $3.50 for this whole thing, it's kind of I can't even be upset that they're chalky and powdery. And then, anyways, you open it up here. Let's try and do this with everything falling. And this is what it looks like. Now, try and do this here, make it work. This side here, you have blushes. I'll try and zoom in here. The top you have it's like a light pink, and then you have this here, which I've been trying to figure out what to call that color. I'm going to call it kind of like a dusty rose, which it may not look like that on camera, but that's what it looks like. This is coming up kind of orange, but it's like a really nice coral color. And then down here you have a really nice light pink. And I'm actually really impressed with these blushes. They're probably my favorite part of the whole palette, actually. And I find they're really, also these in the brown, everything's powdery. All the powders in here are super, super powdery. I will make sure I stress that lots. But I really like the colors. They're really, really pigmented. I've used all of these blushes so far since I've got the palette. I've kind of made it a conscious effort to try and do that. And I'm really, really impressed. I really like them. And then in the middle here, we have 3 bronzers and a highlighter down here. The highlighter's really, really good. These are all, there's definitely some shimmer to them all. This dark brown up here, it's the closest to matte there is in it, and it's really nice. Like I said, though, they're all really powdery, but it'll definitely do the job. And then on this far side here, we have lip glosses. And I find when you get palettes like these, usually the lip glosses are terrible. I find I never ever use them. Usually, honestly, when I get them, they're already like half dried out. But these here are actually really good. I'm gonna stick my finger in it because it's mine. I don't know if you'll be able to tell there, but it's really like shiny and glossy. Like it really does the trick. They're not super long wearing by any means. They probably last like half-hour tops, and you definitely have to reapply it. So that kind of sucks when, like, you could put on like a gloss over top, and I'm sure it would really help. I haven't really played around with it too much yet because I just usually throw another lip gloss separately. Oh, it also came with these 3 brushes here in case anyone's interested. This is for the face, this is for your eyeshadow, and this is for the lips. And I pretty well can honestly say I never ever use brushes that come with anything really, except my Sigma palettes, and I got those that came with Sigma brushes, so I use those. But other than that, I never use brushes that come with things because usually they're terrible quality and they're just no good. But anyways, as I was saying, you had to buy 20 or 25, I can't remember what it was, dollars worth of products to get that for $3.50. So I bought a few things. I really didn't need anything. So this is all really just because I couldn't pass up the deal, basically. But I'll start with face products. I got a couple of their pressed powders. I got Porcelain and Sand. I have their foundation in Porcelain, I believe it is. I don't really use it a whole lot, so I'm not entirely sure. But these here are the 2 colors. And here is Sand, and this one's Porcelain. And really, they're very, very similar. The only difference is Porcelain is a little more yellow toned, and Sand is a little more of like a pinky undertone. And I can pull them both off easily. I really mix them both together, and it's kind of like the perfect match. But either way, they're great. $3, you can't really go wrong. And they come with their little powder thing. I've used this one once because I had this in my purse one day, and I don't bring brushes with me ever, so I guess that's kind of a lie. I do use things that come with eyeshadow stuff. I don't, because I pretty much never take eyeshadow with me to touch up because it's always good enough to last through the day. But face powders I always take, and I always use the little thing that comes with them. And then I got their golden bronzer, which looks like this. I've heard a lot of people talking about it, and it's really good. It's really shimmery though, so if you don't like shimmer, it's not really going to be very good for you. I really would have enjoyed this a lot more in the summer, I think, but I'll have it for next summer now. If you mix them all together here, you get a really, really nice color. I like that a lot. And then if you use this top color, I've actually been using this here as a highlighter and this dark one as the bronzer. I haven't used them all together yet, but this here, this is what it looks like all together. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's just really kind of shimmery and like really light. It's really pretty though. I haven't experimented with these too much yet because I've only had them for a few days, so I'm still kind of figuring out what to do with everything. And then next I got one of their conditioning lip balms, which I've heard a lot of people talk about. And I got this in, what color is this? Blissful Berry. And it's really, really pretty. It's a really nice, it's really nice for fall. It's like a deep, it may not be coming up like that, but it's fairly deep red. And it's really glossy, and it really makes your lips feel moisturized, which I'm surprised with. So that's going to have to hold me over now. I'm waiting. I have been hearing so much about the Revlon lip butters. It's driving me absolutely crazy. I am dying for them, and we don't have them here yet. I go like every day, pretty much. If I'm near somewhere that sells like Revlon stuff, I pretty much go every day just hoping that they're going to be there. But I've got a really bad feeling that we're going to be one of the last places that gets them. So I'm probably going to be waiting till the new year. So I'm trying to hold off buying a bunch of lip stuff because if they're nearly as good as what I've been hearing, which I have no doubt that they are, I probably will end up buying at least 4 or 5 of them. So I'm trying to control myself on lip stuff until those come out here. So anyways, back to the topic here, I got a couple of e.l.f. eyeshadows. I got Raspberry and Amethyst, which I'm not entirely impressed with. They're not, if they're in the direct light, they kind of look like the swatch color that they put on the website, but they're really nothing like that at all. Oh, my camera's going blurry. There we go. And no, Raspberry, this color here, comes up more of a brown color. And I have a lot of colors that are already like this. So really I did not need to purchase that. The swatch they had on their website was like a really pretty raspberry, and I was like, I have nothing like that color. But anyways, I guess I'll keep looking for that. And Amethyst is a purple, which it's also kind of got, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but it comes off with a hint. It's really sheer too. And the more you build it up, the more it looks like a brown color too. Because that's it up there. I have so many browns, I'm like, I don't need any more. But I ended up with 2 brownish colors when I didn't think I ordered any. So then I got 2 of their cream eyeshadows, which I use these pretty much as like a paint pot. I use them as a base. I never ever just wear these on top of my lids. I will wear, occasionally I'll wear Rubenesque Max paint pot as just really brushing. I haven't done that with these yet because I find these are really just super sheer. This one here, okay, well I'll get back to this. I got Pewter and Purple Pleasure. And the purple is really, it's actually a really pretty purple color. But it's also, it's very sheer. That's what it looks like that. And then this is it. I'm gonna do this right here. And then like you work it in even a little bit and it's pretty much disappears. So very sheer, but it's very pretty. So when I do a purple eye, I definitely put that underneath. And then this is Pewter. And it's just a really nice silvery, charcoaly, gray kind of color. And it's actually fairly pigmented. I was quite surprised with that actually. It's right there. So that one's really nice. And, oh, one last thing I'll throw in just for because it's right here. I got this here recently. It's the L'Oreal Paris Element Elnet Satin. I have no idea how you're supposed to say that. Anyway, it's a hairspray. It's the big full version here, and I've been hearing so much of this on YouTube of people just saying how great it is, and I was like, I seen it, and it's a little pricey. I'm not big on hairspray really, because usually I find hairspray just makes my hair way too crispy. And why is my camera blurring? I'm sorry. I'm so off topic tonight. I cannot seem to follow my train of thought at all. Anyways, I bought this because it's supposed to be really good and you can kind of like brush through it and it's not going to make your hair feel all crispy and whatnot. And I've only used it a few times. I only bought it 3 days ago. I used it twice with my hair curly and I found it helped a lot because my hair is naturally curly / wavy, but yet it kind of hates holding a curl. I usually have to kind of go over it with a curling iron of some sort to kind of get it to look good. And for some reason it never wants to hold them. And then so today I straightened my hair and I put it on and actually it's really good. So far so good. I'm really enjoying this. And this video has gone way longer than I had planned to, so sorry about that guys. And that is everything. So thank you for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye!